Have a look at the view of the city of Cairo. It's so big. We took a go bus from Luxor to Cairo. Thank you for joining us in this video. If you enjoy it, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So sit tight and enjoy this video. If you've missed the first part of our Egypt series where we show you our adventures in Luxor, then you'll find the link to the video in the description box below. We are at the Paradise Hotel in downtown Cairo at the moment. The idea is right now to walk to the Nasser metro station, and from there we'll take the metro to the Hanging Church, and we'll walk around a bit, go to a couple of other churches, a synagogue, and then hopefully take a cab to a mosque called the Ibn Tubin Mosque. And let's see how the day goes. The idea is to explore Cairo today, tomorrow go for a day trip to Alexandria, and day after to the pyramids of Giza. There is a very popular market over here as well called the Khan al-Khalili market, and we'll probably check out the market as well later on in the day. Our room at the Paradise Boutique Hotel for 3 nights was pretty big and had all the basic features, including a very clean washroom and complimentary breakfast. We got down from the metro at the stop called Margirgis. The Cairo metro was crowded, but it was pretty decent, not disorganized at all. And we're gonna walk to the Hanging Church right now, and this is the Coptic Museum up front. The metro ride from Nasser metro station to Margirgis costs 6 Egyptian pounds each. For a majority Islamic country, we have found a lot of churches in Egypt.
Built on top of the southern gatehouse of the Roman-built Babylon fortress and officially called the Church of the Virgin Mary, the Hanging Church resides at the heart of Old Cairo and gets its name from the fact that its nave is suspended over a passageway. At the end of the courtyard, flight of 29 steps leads to the church's curved wooden doors and beautiful twin-towered facade. Inside the church, it is divided into 3 main aisles with 3 sanctuaries located at the eastern end dedicated to St. George, the Virgin Mary and the St. John the Baptist. One of the Hanging Church's most notable features is the ceiling, which is built of vaulted timber and intended to resemble the interior of Noah's Ark. The church's fascinating past makes it one of the most oldest places of Christian worship in Egypt. It has been rebuilt several times since the 7th century, with the most extensive restoration taking place under Pope Abraham. Throughout its history, the Hanging Church has remained one of the most important bastions of the Coptic Christian Church. This Roman church, with beautiful ornaments and mosaic paintings, is still in use.
The Hanging Church was an authentic experience, and right now we are at the St. George's Church. All of them look splendid.
This Greek Orthodox church dedicated to St. George was built in the 10th century on top of the north tower of the Roman fortress, and it is considered the seat of the Greek Patriarchate of Alexandria. This church is the only circular one in Egypt with beautifully curved interiors, a dome with beautiful green ceiling, and the image of Christ in the middle. After surviving a devastating fire, the present structure was built in 1904. It was a Coptic church initially until the 15th century when it became a Greek Orthodox church. St. George's Church is connected to the nearby monastery, also known as the St. George Convent, and one of the most visited monasteries where he was presumably imprisoned and tortured for 7 years, with the chain still present here before his martyrdom.
The church used to look different. That's why the race is not, they were mixed with any other race.
They might have finished it after.
So the Holy Family hid in this church for 3 months while fleeing from the Romans. We are walking through the old Cairo bazaar. Basically looks like a bookshop. Lots of bookshops next to each other. Through this narrow alley to the synagogue of Ben Ezra. Looks cool. You have religious books as well as books on nanotechnology and various other things. There are a couple of other places as well to see before the synagogue. For example, this one's the Nunnery of St. George. The St. George Shrine. Very interesting. That was an interesting place. Now moving on to the other ones. Still through this alley of books. Looks very interesting. Next up, the Ben Ezra Synagogue. So that's the synagogue of Ben Ezra. We went inside. It's not very colorful, but it has its own charm. There's no photography inside. How's this day been so far?
Good. Nice.
This is the Church of Saint Barbara. It's a small one, but pretty. It's pretty good. So a total of 1 synagogue and a plenty of churches, around 4 or 5 of them in this area. It's a very nice start to our day in Cairo. And this neighborhood of Old Cairo is picturesque. We are at the Virgin Mary Church. This neighborhood has been great, superb, very calm, and no one coming to sell you stuff and things like those. And for the first time ever in Egypt, we managed to use the restroom without someone asking for bakshish. The next thing in this neighborhood is the Al-Khawari tomb. It looks like the tomb is closed at the moment, but there's an adjacent church, so we're gonna check that out right now. This is the church. So this church is for St. George as well. St. George is very famous over here. It's very important. Sundar. A lot of decorations on the church. This bookstore area is getting crowded right now.
তো যেটা বুঝলাম সেটা হচ্ছে এই এরিয়াটা is for Coptic Orthodox. Coptic Orthodox meaning they do not have their own specific region, no name, no country like that. Like we have Russian Orthodox, we have Greek Orthodox, but they are Coptic Orthodox because they did not identify themselves as Islam followers. After the Arab invasion, they stuck to the Christianity. So that's why it's different. This area is different, and this is very old.
Instead of taking a cab, we're going to take the metro again and then walk to our next destination, and that's going to be a mosque. Raja Bazar, Raja Bazar. We got some Egyptian pizza rolls for lunch from a local shop here. Delicious Egyptian pizza rolls. You have to cross the streets over here like a bus. We are now at the Ibn Tulun Mosque. This looks like a very, very old one. The Mosque of Ahmed ibn Tulun. A pretty historic structure. We did not have to take our shoes off. Rather, we put on these plastic wraps on top of our shoes. Pretty convenient. The mosque looks great. The central courtyard. Always good to see a mosque with a nice minaret, a nice courtyard with pigeons being fed. It's very pretty. It's one of the oldest mosques in Egypt and one of the oldest in Africa as well, of this form.
And it's oldest in Cairo.
Yeah, it's the oldest in Cairo, yeah. One of the essential features of this mosque is its spiral minaret. You won't find this anywhere else in the world.
And it's all made up of rocks.
Usually the popular mosques around the world, they use a lot of marble, but over here it's all rocks and it looks pretty rustic and nice.
First auto ride.
Yes, first tuk-tuk ride. মজা লাগছে? We took a tuk-tuk, an auto rickshaw to the Muhammad Ali Mosque, and the Muhammad Ali Mosque is a treat to the eyes and the entire experience is gonna be worth it, I hope. It looks enormous and yeah, can't wait to go inside. And the tuk-tuk ride was real fun as well. Didn't expect that happening. We were waiting for a cab for quite a while and finally this tuk-tuk driver approached. We negotiated a price and yeah, hopped straight in. It was fun, right?
Yep.
We bought tickets using our credit cards like everywhere else in Egypt, Muhammad Ali Mosque, and excited to go inside now. It costs, as of January 2024, 450 Egyptian pounds each to come inside. That there is the mosque. After coming out of the mosque, we'll have a distant view, an aerial view of the pyramids. I don't know what I'm saying. Very excited right now because just had the first glimpses of the pyramid right now. Here as well we got these plastic shoe caps and entered the mosque compound. Look at how grand this is. Absolutely stunning. The shoe caps were 20 Egyptian pounds each. So the outer courtyard of the mosque is good. Wait till you see the insides. It's spectacular. Here it is. It's so grand, looks luxurious. The decorations inside, it reminds me of the Hagia Sophia, but over here it looks even more gorgeous. Hagia Sophia was bigger, of course.
Located on a hilltop inside the Cairo citadel is the Mosque of Muhammad Ali. This impressive limestone mosque is a beautiful sight to visit for a couple of hours, overlooking the entire city. The design for this mosque was derived from the Mosque of Sultan Ahmed in Istanbul.
Done with the mosque, it was spectacular, of course. But now for the treat to the eyes, the pyramids. So from this Muhammad Ali Mosque complex, there's a city view. Of course, the city is magnificent. And up in a distance, there's Giza, and you can see the pyramid from here.
The most densely populated city of this country.
Have a look at the view of the city of Cairo. It's so big.
উঁকি মারছে
I think with less pollution, the pyramids would have been visible even further. We really enjoyed the views from up here. It's been a great day, honestly, so far. Finally, we are going to the hotel right now. But before that, we'll have something to eat, a little snack. Then to the hotel, a couple of things to do. And then out for dinner again. And Khankalili Market, we'll go there probably in 2 days from today. We are in another tuk-tuk now, going back to the hotel. After being deserted by our tuk-tuk driver, we walked to the downtown to a local grill restaurant and did a takeaway of amazing dinner. It's not a pair of shoes, nor are these dresses, but it's food. A lot of chicken for dinner. It's not dinner, right? Evening snacks. The full chicken grill and the chicken shawarma were actually enough for dinner. It was not just snacks. Anyways, thank you for sticking around till the end of the video. Hope you've liked it. See you next time.